I strongly believe that how you want your week to turn out can be settled on Sunday.
Hello, neighbors. Welcome to Raise Box.
Hello, neighbors, boys and girls. How you all doing? Good day and a very, very, very happy Sunday to you. Well, today is Sunday, and Sundays are for resets. And I've decided that as your new friend, let me take you through how I reset on Sundays. 50% of how you want your week to be can be settled on Sundays or on any day of your choice that you choose to reset. It could be Friday evening, it could be Saturday, it could be Sunday. But I strongly believe that how you want your week to turn out can be settled on Sunday. So, you know how they say it's okay to set goals, but I personally think, and studies have shown, and the life of men has shown that setting goal is okay. Following through the process is another thing. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, we don't just set goals. We create the process that helps us achieve those goals. Then we follow through with it. So basically, what I do is firstly, I get a theme for the week. I know I said it somewhere in my conversation last week that the theme of the week was talk and do Jesse. So I've been slacking and I just wanted to get my groove back on. And this week, my theme is times 10 the efforts I put into last week. So it means it's going to be a tough one because, for example, if I created one video last week, I'm going to be creating 10 this week. Before I get into it any further, I'd like to show you some of the materials I use for planning my week. Firstly, I have plenty piece of papers. And what are these papers for? Over the week, I've written a lot of ideas and a lot of stuff on this paper. I have a notepad, but I just like writing on paper. I don't know why. I've written a lot of ideas here, so I tend to go through them during my reset time to fish out what needs to be done and I need to discard, stuff like that. Then also, I have the book for the week. It's not like a book for the week because every month I have a book. I have two books every month. One is like a I don't know what to call this book. If it's not a fictional book, but this is like a Christian book though. But I don't know what to call it. But I have two books. So I have one story and one either motivational, self-development, yali book. And this is one of them. I'll talk more about this book later, maybe when I'm done later. But this I have this book for the month, a book for the month. Then I have my old journal because I like to go back to what I've said before to remind myself so I will know where I'm going to get. Should get. Also, I have my daily planner with me here. It's called a quick daily planner where I just, input all my plans for the week. I have my current journal that I've written thoughts on and stuff like that. So those are the materials. And I have water, if that counts. I have water. Those are the materials I use in planning my week. I also have my notepad on my phone because I write there sometimes. So those are the material I use in planning my week. Now let's get into it. How do I reset on Sunday? How do I plan my week on Sunday? So what I do is firstly I go through everything I did the last week. I tend to, ask myself questions. Did I do where do I need to work for? What did I neglect while trying to do something else excellently and stuff like that? Then I take cognizance of it. Then I move on to reading my old journals. I read sometimes I don't read the older one, but let me say if it's like the last week of the month, I read the older one. But if it's like within the month, second week, third week, I just read my new journals to remind myself of maybe the promises I've made to myself, the things I want to do, and the words I've received, words I've heard, words I've received that I need to run with. I just remind myself of it because I also remind myself of the things that has come to pass, the things that have been spoken and have come to pass and I've seen. I remind myself of that so that it just belittles impossibility for me. Just makes it better for me to dream big for the new week, for me to be like, you know what, this week I can take on whatever is coming. So that's why I always go back to my journal. After that begins the writing. Now what do I do? I just bring out, most time I just take out three specific things I want to achieve for the week. For instance, for this week, I want to create more content, more video content. I want to create more content. Also, this week, I want to learn more about content creation and stuff like that. So, I want to create more content. I want to learn more about content creation and stuff. My primary goals for the week, I want to create 30 video content to be precise this week. I want to edit at least 20. I also read a book. What I do is I open my daily journal and I just write them down. The daily journal is basically like this. I don't know if you can see it. So I will just so basically I have the part of my daily journal that says productivity schedule, top priorities. So I'll just go into it. I would fill my top priorities like I've told you guys. I'll fill my top priorities here. Then I would write a note here. This is where I put my team and I'll write whatever team I have. Like I said, the team for this new week is times 10 the effort. I've already written it. I just don't want you guys to see it because my handwriting is horrible. Yeah. So I'll just write it. What I wrote here is film 30 videos, edit 20 videos, do an artwork, then then pray 2 hours daily. I just wrote all of them here. There's the part where you plan meal plan, water intake, tiles, medication, exercise plan, routine, leisure for the day. My leisure is always to take more classes. That's what I do. For now, that's not what I've been doing, but that's what I do for now. And whatever leisure, I just take more classes. That's what I do. Take more classes because I need it. There's a lot of things I need to improve on, so no time to waste time. I go through my vision board and I look at my vision board to remind myself what it's about. After listing out my priority, I break it down. I list out particular ways to, you know, make sure I reach my goals. I reach out like Monday, I'll write it down the time I want to shoot the video. Maybe immediately I come back from work, time I want to show the video, time I want to edit, I'll just write it down. Then also I would attach the type of content I want to do to the time I want to do it. If I want to do, let me see, if I want to do 5 videos in a row, if I want to do 8 videos in a row, I just write the 8 content I want to do and I'll just like attach it there and be like, okay, from this time to this time it's for these videos. Then the same thing for my work, I do the same thing to it. I just tell myself the part I need to improve or what I need to work on for my boss. And I just, you know what, put it down, put the process down, and I'm going to do that. After that, I just sit with myself for a while and just think about it. Then I pray. That's how I round it up. I just pray, commit the plans, commit everything to God in prayer. Then I go and sleep because it's Sunday. You have to sleep on Sunday. Sleep on Sunday. On Sunday afternoon. Sleep is very nice. So whatever time I wake up that Sunday, that is a new week for me. I start executing. So that's it. I hope I've been able to help you in navigating research for the week. I hope I've been able to encourage you to actually, plan out your goals for the week and the process you would use in achieving those goals. I hope I've been able to do that for you. And with that said, please, like, you can share to somebody that you believe needs to, learn how to plan for their week so as to get a more productive week. I'll see you in my next video. But until next time, I love you. Take care and bye. Have a very productive week.